And herbicides, how they kill targeted plants. They either disrupting their photosynthesis or block their enzyme. And sometimes I think use of herbicides is unavoidable. I put a picture of those power lines here because we need to maintain the landscape. And we have to use herbicides to get rid of the plants, otherwise they are disrupting the power transmission. And some herbicides are toxic to all plants. Those are the non-selective, and some are selective as the plant species they affect. And the fungicides are used to protect agricultural crops from spoilage. And I have a picture to prevent the spread of disease and to protect seeds from rotting. And I want to mention here that the methylmercury is extremely toxic to humans, and they are accumulatable. In some parts of the world, governments pay something to people who kill rats because they can destroy agricultural crops. And also, though some of the rodents carry diseases, they carry fleas also. So the pets don't like the fleas, as you know. So the some chemicals just to target those rodents. This is a picture to show you the fungal disease, how they affect the plants. And this is one kind of the fungicide, liquid copper fungicide. And this is the image for the rodent side. Just give you an idea of how those look like. Now it comes to the very important, the most important part. the DDT part is important, and this problems with pesticide use is important too. I use red font to show you how important it is. So really pay attention here, please. A perfect pesticide would have the following characteristics. That's the ideal pesticide. That's what we want. Inexpensive, only affect target organisms. Short half-life, break down into harmless materials. And we keep inventing those new chemicals, but none of them are perfect. So if it is not perfect, such as long half-life or non-selective or expensive, that bring the problem. And the newer pesticides do have fewer drawbacks. That's a good thing. The persistent pesticides become attached to small soil particles and easily moved by wind and water. As I mentioned just a couple of slides ago, they may be distributed throughout the world from local applications. So globalization of the contamination from those chemicals resulted from soil erosion. So now you can see how important it is to preserve the soil, conserve the soil. And they're so important, and prevent soil erosion has many benefits. And persistent pesticides have been discovered in polar ice. And are present in detectable amounts in the bodies of animals, including humans, throughout the world. That is a global problem. Now, the most important concepts, the new concept, challenging concepts, a lot of people struggling with are bioaccumulation and biomagnification. And I can tell you very straight that this is my test point. Bioaccumulation is a process of accumulating higher and higher amounts of material within an organism's body. we are talking about increasing those chemicals in one single living thing. And the biomagnification is a process of acquiring increasing levels of a substance in bodies of higher trophic level organisms. When you see trophic level, what are you thinking about? Food chain, food webs, right? We're not talking about individual anymore. We're talking about a group of individuals at different trophic levels. So this is the difference between bioaccumulation and the biomagnification. Bioaccumulation means increase of the chemical in one individual's body. It could be a fish, could be a human, it could be a phytoplankton, it could be a tree. And the biomagnification means a group of individuals on the same trophic level. When the trophic level goes higher, the concentration of the chemicals get magnified, means increasing many folds. So now, guys, let's think about human body. What organs have much fat? Our skin, right? Our skin has a underlayer of fat keeping us warm. And what else organ or parts of our body have lots of fat? Reproduction organs, right? Or the parts close to them. And what about our brain? Our brain is majority fat. So when you think about those chemicals, where they go, how can they accumulate to a so high level and without killing living organisms? And if it's keep accumulating in the human's body, in our fat tissues, that is no good. And the DDT, mercury, and the PCBs are all known to accumulate in ecosystems. So those harmful chemicals, they can be bioaccumulated and biomagnified in individuals and in the entire ecosystems. And this is the worst thing they do to us. And I want you to definitely remember what is bioaccumulation and the biomagnification. I use a slide like this to show you one example. If we look down the slide, plankton, the concentration is 0.04. When we go to the highest level, let's see, the white bird in the middle, gauss, rainbird, 75.5. So pull out your calculator. I'm going to use a piece of paper here to see how many fold increase in the birds. Seven point 75.5 divided by 0.004 about 200-fold, 188. So compare the concentration in the producer and the highest consumer here. The concentration increased almost 200-fold. This is my testing point. I'm going to show you something in the exam, and I'm going to ask you what is bioaccumulation, biomagnification, and how many folds of increase. This is how you calculate how many fold increase. And you can practice using other numbers like 26.4 divided by 0.08. And again, this is my test point.